Well, guys, I am definitely an asshole. They've got this parking closed off here today for special people. I got in, I had 3 minutes to get a spot, so I drove next to and under the gate, parked with my wheels fully turned so I cannot be towed, and I've been there for 2 hours, no problem. I don't know what all the special activity is. They've got a bunch of stuff set up over there, but I'm not having any part of it. Look at that. It's horrible parking. Nobody parked next to me though, and I'm not in line. That's freaking awesome. All right, the exam's done, the class is done, and picking up one bumper is done. I got the front, carried it in the back, no problems. Here she is. There we are. OEM M5 front bumper. It's a little bit darker than the one that's on the car right now, as expected. A couple reasons. Plastic adheres, or paint adheres to plastic, and plastic reflects paint differently than metal does, so it's going to look different than your hood and your fender. The bumper that's been on there was painted 3 years ago and has seen a lot of wax since this one was painted 2 days ago, so there's going to be a difference there. That bumper, the new one, has not been buffed or waxed yet, so that's why we're seeing a difference right now. It's never perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect color match, but I think it's going to be pretty good. It looks awesome. So anyways, I'm going to go back to Kent now and get the rear, which is going to suck more than the front just due to its extra size, but they helped me put it in pretty well. So we'll get that, you get the diffuser, see how all that looks. And it's a beautiful day. It's 62 and totally sunny, except over there there's like a couple clouds. No big deal though. So I'm going to go and get the other one now. Kenan just left. He came over. We got the economics work done. So those assignments are done for the year. Picked the second bumper up. Picked up the rear. Looks really nice. I went with a jet black, obviously a glossy, clear-coated black diffuser. I do think that matte would look better. BMW's matte color code was like DU2 or something like that for the frozen version. He would have had to send it to a guy somewhere else out of house to paint. Being a matte finish would have cost an extra couple $100, would have taken extra time, and he gave me the rundown that you can't wax it, you can't use car soap on it, it's a very difficult surface to maintain, and I don't want to put myself through that. So it's jet black, it's shiny black, and I think it'll look fine down there when everything is cleaned up right. So we're going to put those on tomorrow. Right now it's about 5:30, 5:40. Colt's coming in 5:40. And we're going to do some bearing work, or at least attempt to do my front wheel bearings, which are here. So wish us luck. Those bearing bolts haven't been moved in a long time. Hey, good morning. It's 2:42. Did a lot of work this afternoon. I don't remember the last time I filmed. We filmed a bit for E39 Source for a while, and then I got on the phone with Luke, and Colton, Resman, and Brandon came over for a while. We did one of the bearings / hub. It was not a fun job. We did the front passenger side. So take the wheel off, take the caliper off, take the caliper carrier off, then you just got to take the rotor off. No big deal, right? So I've only taken rotors off the front of 525s actually, and they use a 6mm Allen rotor set screw. Stripped the one out on Kenan's the one time. I had to spend like 3 hours drilling and it was miserable. So I was very careful. Turns out instead of a 6, it's a 5mm on an M5. Didn't have one. Had to go to Lowe's and buy one that fits on the end of a 3/8 inch ratchet. So I did that, hit it with plenty of PB Blaster. It soaked for at least an hour in PB Blaster. Very carefully put it on there, turned it, rounded the entire thing off. Damn it. So I figured I was going to have to drill it. Well, Colt got a Star, Torx or a Star or something, and put it on there and just beat the crap out of it with a hammer right into the set screw, and it bit enough to turn it out. So we turned it out, got the rotor off. Supposed to be able to simply drop the knuckle, the steering knuckle, and get to the back of the bolts that hold the bearing on that way. That didn't work. We ended up taking the entire strut out. It probably took 5 hours to replace this bearing, but it's done. And it turns out this bearing wasn't even that bad. Glad I replaced it, but this one's done. Everything's put back together right, and it drives fine. So that part's done. Tomorrow, we're gonna do the one that clicks. Tomorrow morning, he's coming over at 10. we're gonna do the front driver's bearing. And now that we know how to do it, we know we're gonna take the strut out, it's not that big of a job. It'll probably take us at least 2 hours breaking all these bolts free and stuff, but we'll be able to do that. Later in the day tomorrow, early mid-afternoon, Kennan's gonna come over and we're gonna at least put the front bumper on. I don't have the foam insert yet for the rear bumper, so that's coming Saturday. So maybe I'll do that Saturday or Sunday before I take the car in on Tuesday to drop it off for about 5 days. Bumpers are here. I went through and segregated the parts. These are all of the clips and bolts that hold the rear bumper on. So I think, I don't know specifically. I mean, it's all off real OEM, which is a pretty good explosion, but it's not real detailed of where each bolt specifically goes. I think everything I need is in that bag. Same thing with the front. We may have to use a couple old parts, hopefully not. Everything's there. We can use it if we have to, but I'd rather not. So we'll be doing DIYs on this stuff tomorrow. The front bumper tomorrow and the bearing, it'll probably take all day. Power washing guy's coming. My mom finished trimming those bushes out front so I can do de-leafing later. In order to jack up the front of the car evenly, I have to put it on the second tier of those boards that Colt made. There's the bearings, the old ones in that box. I'll show you tomorrow. But I've got all the parts out here I should need. Here's the diffuser. Already got swirl scratches in it. I haven't even touched it yet. Friggin' jet black. Looks good though. So that'll go on later this weekend. But it's a lot of work. It's gonna be really nice when it's done though. It's just gonna take probably another 2.5, 3 weeks before everything's really done, and then I can say no everything. But it's coming. So there's the update with today. I didn't do any mowing. I wanted to. I dropped the belly pan and the fender liners when he was working on the strut in preparation for tomorrow's bumper. It'll be easier to do that with all that crap out of there. So I've got my temp sensor hanging by the wire and no under pan in the car right now. But we'll take care of that. Get it all back together tomorrow. All right, that's it. I'm gonna charge this battery overnight, so we've got plenty of power tomorrow. And I'll talk to you then on car/house day number 6 or something like that. Good night.